All right, number 9, we want to know what interest rate would we need compounded semi-annually to give us an effective interest rate of 9%. Okay, so we're using the effective interest rate formula. So let's just say, I don't know what if they use a term at all for that. RE is the term they use, effective interest rate. Okay, so use RE. RE equals 1 plus R divided by N raised to the nth power minus 1. Okay, so this time they gave us the effective interest rate that we want. I'm going to convert it to a decimal because we're going to use it in decimal form. So that would be 0.09. This is the rate that I want. And then I know 1 plus, I don't know R. I'm looking for that one. I'm looking for the rate needed. Compounded semi-annually, so that would be twice a year. So N would be 2 raised to the 2nd power for N minus 1. So this is the formula that we want to solve, plugging in the given information. We would add 1, so we're going to work backwards. We're going to add 1 to both sides, and that will give us 1.09 equals 1 plus R divided by 2 squared. All right, to get rid of a square, we need to do square root. Okay, so I'm going to do square root of this side, square root of this side. So square root cancels out square. Over here we would have plus or minus, but we'll just deal with the positive because we can't have a negative interest rate. I don't know what that is yet, so I'm going to leave it in that form. I'm going to leave it as square root of 109. And the reason I'm doing that is so that I don't have to round some decimal number until the end. And that equals 1 plus R divided by 2 because the square goes away. All right, from here we will subtract 1 from both sides. So now I have square root of 1.09 minus 1 equals R divided by 2. And then the last thing we will do is multiply both sides by 2. Multiply by 2. And that will get rid of that 2. And so this will be my answer. 2 times this will give me whatever rate I need. So this is what I'm going to insert into my calculator. I'm going to do 2 and then parentheses and then second square root of 1.09, and then I have to close because in this calculator it doesn't extend the square root, it just open parentheses, so I need to close to tell them that's the end of the square root, and then minus 1, and then I can close the original parentheses that I started, minus 1, and then close. So that is this expression. So we need an interest rate rounded 2 decimal places. I don't know if we round before we convert to percentage, if there's a difference. So we get 0.08806. If I convert this to percent, that would be 8.806%. So either if I round it here, this will go up to 9, and I'll be looking at 9%, or I convert it to percent first and then round it, and this would just be 8.81%. That part I'm not sure of, but let's go with the second option first. Let's convert to here and then round. So sorry, it's kind of cutting it off. Let's convert and then round, and let's see if we want 8.81%. If not, we know it'll be the 9. Okay, so that's the one. We want to convert to percent and then round that to 2.